All right, time is 7 o'clock. So let us start the day 2 session of our workshop, SLR and Bibliometric Analysis. Ma'am has already joined and she is with us. Thank you, all of you, for your active participation yesterday and looking forward for another wonderful session today as well. Thank you, ma'am. Kindly please take over.
Yes. So a very good evening to one and all present here. Am I audible? And my screen is also visible, right? So let me start with my today's session. So we got, just let me change the margins and all that. So let me start with it. So we were talking about SLR, right? That is a systematic literature review paper. So how to write it? Let me give you a brief overview of what we did yesterday as well. So first was the introduction part. That is the introduction part. Here in the introduction, we write mainly the objective of the study, right? So introduction, you know what else is to be written. What else is to be written? So you know that. But in the last, what is important is you have to write down the objective of the study. Or introduction, let's say, okay, if you want, I can repeat this again. Let's say the topic is impact investing. So what you will write into the introduction, what exactly is impact investing in one line, the scope of this topic, and how our study is different from previous study. Some data or facts and figures about how the world is treating impact investing. And in the end, you will be writing down the objective of the study. So this is the first part of this, that is called as the introduction, right? So the next important aspect was, B part was the research methodology. So here I told you about some databases, Scopus, Web of Science, and all that. So this is what I told you yesterday. So different databases that becomes a master file for you. And with the help of those databases, you are able to extract the papers, right? With the help of the database. So research methodology may, there is a, what do you write? Okay, this is the first step. That is, you get a Excel sheet like this. Let me open this for you as well again. Okay, so this is my Excel file that I have got from the Scopus database, right? And it has 196 or let me check this, 169 records, right? So this is what I told you, and this you got from the Scopus database, right? Similarly, you can get the file, similar kind of a file from Web of Science as well, right? So this is the master file for your database, and this is what this will. This is very, 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 very important, right? And so in the research methodology, this is the first thing. Next, I talked about the Prisma framework. Let me share some. Today, I find out 3 or 4 types of Prisma framework. This is one of my papers on SLR on the topic work-life balance using the ADO model, right? So I'll share this paper also with all of you, but I will show you first the Prisma model that I have used. Let me show you the Prisma model. Here you can see this is inclusion and exclusion criteria that also you have to mention, right? And this is the Prisma framework. Let me decrease the font size. Okay. Total number here, what we have used is both the databases, Scopus and Web of Science. So I have written how many of the articles that I get from Scopus and Web of Science. The total number of records were 500. So after that, so I have excluded the records. Scopus में से 164 and 136 from this, right? Only articles from the journal were included from both the databases. So how much after this 500? How much we have included? Only 200 articles, right? Uske baad, we have records were screened for duplicates in press and discipline. So final articles after this stage was 84. So this is how you have to write, right? Articles from other discipline, duplicates from each key term used within the same data. So total articles removed were 150. Right?
Hello. Yeah, ma'am.
Haan
Ma'am,
ji.
how to identify, ma'am, duplicates? Records were screened for duplicates, no? So how to identify?
Okay. What you have to do is like, यहाँ पर ना, what you can do is, जब Web of Science और इसका data होता है, so what you do is normally, you put this one after the another. Like, let's say this is Scopus database, and when it ends, the Scopus database ends, so you put the Web of Science database as well here. And what you will do is, you will sort on the basis of A to Z, or author search पे लगा दीजिए. So what will happen? The same records will come at the same place.
Okay, got it, ma'am. Yeah.
Right? So this is, just go through it. Let me show you this. So this is the records that you have excluded, and records included 84. After that, yesterday I told you another thing also, that you have to read all the papers that is there in this file, Scopus file, right? And how do you read that? You do that with the help of the abstract that is written here in this column, that is column R. So what you do is you take out this abstract to the other worksheet, and in this worksheet, what you do is you have to read all these papers, right? So the last step will be when you are making a Prisma framework. So what you will do is records excluded may irrelevant and did not have an extract. So the final records that we have got for this paper was 43. So this is one of my SLR paper on work-life balance that got published in FIIB, Fortune Institute का जो journal है. This got published, and can you see the number of articles that we took was only 43. The minimum number of articles that you can keep is around 40, 41, 42, like this. But it should not be beyond this, right? So this is one of my paper. This is a Prisma framework again. There is another Prisma framework. Let me show you. I showed you yesterday as well. But this is also, you can make a Prisma framework. Or in the research methodology, this is again a figure that you can also make. Just have a look at it. This is from another paper. So what we have done is, yesterday also I told you, you can design these figures and tables according to you. The more you put, the more and more figures and tables that you put in your papers, your paper become more visible to that of the editor, right? So it becomes easily acceptable. तो मतलब वो paper chances हैं जल्दी से जल्दी accept हो सकता है. So this is another way. इन्होंने Prisma framework में what they have done is, they have put the research questions. Look at this here as well. Inclusion, exclusion criteria here, they have put it like this. And source quality, kahan se papers liye, that is from a Scopus database. Right? So the next step is the acquisition. Database is Scopus, search period, search keywords that is given in some other table, and total number of topics related from the initial search. This is the total number of papers that we got from the initial search is 361, right? Then is the organization. Means what? What are the different frameworks that we have used? Like we have used in this paper TCM and ADO framework, right? So we have written this here and we have given the full meaning of the TCM here. And what do you mean by ADO? That is also given over here. Next is purification means after the inclusion and exclusion criteria. So how many records that we are left with finally? That is the 96, right? And last is the evaluation. Means data analysis pathway. What we have used is, we have used the TCM framework, and then we have used the ADO model. Reporting with figures, tables, and words. So with this is more visible. आप देख सकते हो यहाँ पर. With the help of this figure, this is more visible. This figure is more visible. If somebody is going to read your paper and if he reads this paper, right, तो ये figure बहुत prominent है और इससे आपका पता चल रहा है कि research methodology part and data analysis में what all you have done. So this is one figure that also you can make in your paper. Is this clear? Please raise your hands if this is clear to all of you. Okay. Thanks. So this is the second aspect, and that is called as your Prisma framework. Third important aspect is data analysis. Yesterday, I also told you TCM framework, TCCM framework, or ADO model. You follow either TCM or TCCM framework, and when you are writing, this is my suggestion, when you are writing SLR paper, definitely try to have an ADO model plus TCM framework or TCCM framework, either of the two frameworks plus ADO model. You know, this gives more acceptance of your papers by the editors. So TCCM framework, let me tell you, I have got few examples today. Let me show you that. ADO I have already told you, but let me show you the TCCM framework, right? Let me show you, this is one of my papers. When you are doing SLR, so this is like final selection of articles is 157. This is one table that is also very, very important, where it is the author name here along with the year, title of the paper, journal name, and field. To which field this journal belong to? Business management, environmental management. ये आपको journal की website से you will get this. For all the papers that you have got from the Scopus database, all the relevant papers related to your study, that becomes a part of this, right? This is one table that you must do. Next, I'm showing you, this is another TCCM framework. So we are moving next to the TCCM framework. What is the next? What is T into this? That is the theoretical underpinning, right? So you can see from here, this is one of my papers. These are the different theories that we have got. Number of articles, 111, and this is the reference, which all authors, they have written this theory, they have used this theory. That is the collaborative consumption theory. And how do I get this? I got this from this abstract. Please understand, this abstract is very, very, very important. So what you do is, yesterday I also told you how to find out with easy way, like you just go to find and select, and find way you put the word here theory. So all those papers, like this paper has a theory in it. This author, they have used the theory into this. So because it is talking, when I put the word into find as theory, so it is taking me to this place. So this paper has a theory in it. So what you will do is, you will find out, you will write the theory over here. And this is number 5, right? So you will see number 5. This is the 5th paper, right? You will see what is the name of the author. From here, you will take the name of the author and you will make a table like this.
Ma'am,
Yes.
this number 6 and number 8 have been left blank on purpose.
No, this is, I have to delete it. Yeah. This has to be deleted. Nothing. This thing. It has to be like this. That's it. Right? So this is how this take. Actually, this has more theories, but what I have done is, out of my paper, that is my paper. So usme by mistake it has been done. So otherwise, और भी theories थी, और भी बहुत सारी theories थी, but I have taken only 7 theories out of it. That my paper. Right? I'm working on one of the papers, so this is the table from that. So how do you write the theoretical underpinning? TCCM framework. This is a part of the TCCM framework. That is the theory. Is it clear to all? How to find out the theories? Is it clear? Please raise your hands. Okay. So let me close it down. This one, the extra files. So let's move to the next part. That is the context. Look at this. This is again my paper. I'm working onto this paper. So this is on the basis of context. So context means who all is the people from whom we have got the questionnaire filled. Let's say this first study, that is of South Korea. This is the country, that is the South Korea, and this author, Lee and DeLong, they have got the questionnaire filled from retired men. Next, third 2020, they have got the questionnaire filled from consumers and non-consumers of SHC. This is Rulikova, this author. So they have got this filled from the generation Y. So this is the context, right? And how do you get this again? So what you will do is, like here, you have to find out this. After reading this, please remember, when you are reading this, you have to read this abstract and you have to find out the context from here itself. And if you are not able to find out the context from here, so you need to read the paper as well, the full paper, right? Whatever the information that you can got from here, so you will read that information from here. And if the information is not available, so then try to find out the information from the whole paper, full paper, right? So this is how you have to do it. So this is the context. So for all the papers you have to write, but if you do not get the context into the paper, so you just move on to the next one, right? So just leave it.
Ma'am, one thing I want to ask,
Yes.
like suppose when we download the papers from the Scopus database, I mean source, so Excel file will be generated, right?
Yes.
So in that Excel file, those abstracts and all the details will be there. But what about the
Right.
full papers? If I need the full papers, what will be the option?
So there are actually the colleges. What I normally do is, this is the one source, that is the Google Scholar. This is one of the sources that I do. Another source that I try is SciMago. No, sorry, SciHub. This is another site that is called as a SciHub. That is a pirated site. And what you have to do is, like, you open this, you enter the DOI of the paper here. So let me show you this. Let's say this is the paper. Let me take you to this paper. Okay, this is the DOI of the paper. This is the DOI of the paper. So what you do is, normally you get the papers here, but if you do not get, then you have to depend on the people जिनको access होता है. Like जैसे symbiosis है, तो वहाँ पर they have an access, right? So you try to write with the people जिनको journals का access है. यहाँ पर normally papers निकल जाते हैं, नहीं निकलते कई papers, but काफी papers निकल जाते हैं उनसे side her.
So, sir, ma'am, mainly like we have to make a decision like whether we are going to choose the Scopus database or Web of Science, and then the entire information like author details, year, then abstract, everything will be in the Excel sheet, and the data
Yes.
analysis will be done from the Excel sheet
Yes,
only,
yes,
right?
yes. Most of it.
And
But you have to
one-
find out the papers as well, because you have
Okay,
to download
okay.
download the papers as well, because some information is not available. Like
Correct.
if you have to make an ADO model, antecedent,
Okay,
decision, and outcome. So we try to because maybe some of the information may not be available in some of the papers. जैसे किसी में diagram होता है, variables होते हैं. So that variables and all that you get from the paper itself. So most of the information that you can get, but
So
still
to
you need to
supplement
change.
the abstract, it is better to have the papers, full papers.
Yes.
Achha, then one more thing, like for example, if I do not use Scopus database, suppose I'm using from Google Scholar, same Prisma flowchart I'm using, Prisma model I'm using, but the papers I have downloaded, suppose from Google Scholar. So is it okay?
Yes, it is open, but that is a little tedious work to do, because आपको यहाँ पे Scopus database में तो सारी information you are getting it at once. This whole information that you are getting, but from the Google Scholar you have to make the information by yourself. ये सारी jot down करनी पड़ेगी ना. You need to do that.
Okay. And one more thing, ma'am, कल आपने जैसे बोला था कि like when you explain एक theory, मतलब like we have to keep a substitute of a theory and then it's better to develop our own model. तो इसके ऊपर थोड़ा सा अगर आप explain कर
I'm not able to understand what you are saying. Theory तो
Ma'am,
like
जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल रिसोर्स बेस्ड व्यू थ्योरी, तो अभी इसके ऊपर जैसे मेरा टॉपिक है ग्रीन एचआरएम, एक्चुअली थीसिस का टॉपिक है ग्रीन एचआरएम, तो सपोज इसके ऊपर कनेक्ट करके मैं मॉडल
that way
डेवलप
जो हमने मॉडल डेवलप किया था, और उसके साथ हमने ये this is like, let me tell you one thing. This you decide among yourself, between your friends, who all ever is connected with you, because this ADO model, it takes lots and lots of time, because it's a hit and trial method. Hit and trial, in fact, means like it's a brainstorming. The right word is the brainstorming. Like all of you have to sit together, all your friends have to sit together, and they have to do the brainstorm. Only then you are able to develop it. It's not a single man person work. It has to be a collaborative work. And yesterday I told you one more thing, like if you are working onto this, try to work through a Google Sheet, because work in a group, this is one thing. And if you want others also to see what you are writing, so you work on a Google Sheet, Google Excel sheet.
Okay.
So that it is visible to all. Yes.
Okay. One more thing, I just want your opinion. Like, suppose SLR is actually I have taken this workshop so that we can write the paper actually. But then I felt very interesting, and the way you are explaining it is so nice. So I'm understanding. So now I'm thinking, like, is it possible to use in a thesis chapter also, like literature review?
Yes.
Rather than
actually,
doing
actually, what you can to find out the factors. Find out the factors for this जो भी आपका topic है, तो ये
हाँ.
फर्स्ट ऑब्जेक्टिव बन सकता है. I know although you have made a model as well in your thesis, but to
हाँ.
find out the factors, ये आपका ऑब्जेक्टिव बन सकता है with the help of SLR. Yes, this can be one of our objective in your thesis. Like ये जो मॉडल मैंने अभी अपने स्टूडेंट का पेपर दिखाया था SLR के ऊपर.
हाँ,
So
हाँ,
this
हाँ.
is one of the objective, you know, ये जो रोजी का पेपर है, this
Okay.
is, yeah. So रोजी का जो पेपर था, ये this is the whole paper and this is one of the objective of a thesis. ये systematic, इससे हमने variables को find out किया था. So this is what we have written as the first objective.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much, ma'am.
It's
Understood.
okay.
Thank
Yeah. So this is theoretical underpinning. Next is the context. So context में number of articles and references again. Like यहाँ से you have to see, like is यहाँ से if we are talking about the retired man, so what you will do is like this is the person, this is the name of the author, so you will make a table like this. So this paper talks about Generation Y. Next paper about this authors, they have got the questionnaire filled from the female housewife. So this is the context table. This is the TCCM second word that is called as a context. TCCM, right? So next इसमें we have taken only TCM framework. We have excluded this. Actually, let me tell you one thing. So you can take, abhi, I have told you this thing only. You can either take TCM framework or TCCM framework, but you have to take the ADO model as well. So either of these two, TCM or TCCM, but you must make an ADO model along with it, right? So let me show you the papers. I have got the papers today. मैंने इसको अलग से ही segregate किया for you people. Okay. Before opening this, let me open this and let me tell you one important aspect of this. It is getting opened, right? So इसके अंदर, you know, थोड़ा सा जो authors है, T means, T is for theory, C is for context, C में there is a word that is characteristics, तो हम लेते ही हैं. इसको you can take the country as well. I'll send you the papers जिसमें कुछ लोगों ने इस C को country भी लिया है, right? I'll show you that as well. M is for the methodology. So let me show you the methodology first, and then we'll move to the next. Look at this. This is a methodology. This is a methods table. So you can see from here, survey, quantitative, percentage analysis. This is, okay, 50, a sample size of 50 people has been taken here. Quantitative study, semi-qualitative. So these are the names of the authors. जिन्होंने ये PLS लगाया, again यहाँ पे एक blank है because I have taken it from my study. तो उसमें like this, it is like this, right? Don't get scared if it is not there. Let me delete it from here, right? So you can see from here, like survey, quantitative, percentage analysis किया हुआ है इस paper में. Second paper में, this is called as the methodology. So what is methodology? Actually, what are the different techniques that has been used to analyze the paper? So just look at this again. You will get this from the abstract like this, right? And if you do not get this from the abstract, so you have to read the paper, right? So यहाँ
Excuse
से,
me, ma'am.
अच्छा,
Excuse me, ma'am.
yes,
Is it necessary we have to check all the papers? Like you have chosen 157 papers. We have to study about the methodology in all 157 papers, context in all
actually, yes.
157.
Actually, what you have to do is, इसमें ना थोड़ा सा bibliometric में भी आप कर सकते हो. But
Ma'am,
you know,
if you speak in English, it would be
okay,
helpful for me.
fine, Dr. Ph.D. So what you can do is like there is a bibliometric analysis. Some of the analysis is being, I'll be talking about bibliometric analysis after this as well. So some of the things you can get from bibliometric, but you know, you when you are doing this SLR, I have told you in the beginning that please do not do it alone. You be in a group of at least 3 people, because then it becomes easy. Like we have even 300 papers. So 100 paper per person. So like this, you have to do it and you have to read it. If you have to write a very good paper on SLR that should get published in a category journal, so you have to do it. What I
Okay.
have told you in the beginning was like, do not do it alone. We do all this in a group. So
Okay. Okay.
with the help of that, it becomes easier.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, can I?
Yes.
Ma'am, extending to the same question what ma'am asked. So, are we okay? We'll read all the papers, but when we put down in the research paper, how many of these, this theoretical pinning as well as the context and methodology, we have to mention it over there? I mean, is there any number which the publishers expect us to put across?
If you do it, it becomes good for you. Like, can you see this table of mine? Don't
Yes,
you think this table looks good
yeah.
and more visible?
Yeah.
Look at this. So this table again, the context that we have written, it is more like it shows that we have done some work on this. And
Okay.
again for the theory, and again for this as well. Just look at this. This is the main table that we have used in our paper, and that talks about all the studies of our paper. So if you put this, your study becomes more visible. So this is all I can say.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and it has a good chances of getting published into a very good journal. So
Okay.
that is why we do it, right?
Okay. Yeah. Ma'am. Thank you.
Let me show you this. Yes.
Ma'am, can we apply a TCM framework on those topics for which there are no theoretical background?
Hanji?
Ma'am,
I'm
I
not
just
able to
asked you,
understand. Yes. Yes.
can we apply TCM framework on those topics for which there are no theoretical backgrounds?
No. If there is no theoretical background, so no, I'm not able to understand. Acha, you are saying if in the abstract or the paper they have not used any theory, so
Yeah.
can we? Yes, you can use those paper. Paper has to be used. Theory, it is not important that every paper will have a theory. Please note this. It is not important that each paper, each person, each of the author, they have used the theory. It is not compulsory. So
Okay.
this number will not match. Let's say if you have 157 in totality papers, so your number, this number will not match here. That's it. But you just have to mention only the theories that has been used, and you have to give the in-text citation of this as well, and number of articles that has used this particular theories. So this is how you have to give. But it will become other papers. They also become a part of it, whether they have the theoretical theory in that paper or not. I hope it is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is another paper. This is International Journal of Consumer Studies में भी है. Look at this. What they have done is, this is methodology part, right? And ADO model. I wanted to show you something very quick. Let me. So what they have done is, let me take you. Acha, okay, this is one thing more, that you can make use of bibliometric and SLR both as well. Look, they have taken into their TCCM framework. Look at this, the country as well. Let me check. Data in the author. Let me check this. Okay, yes. Context में, look at this. Okay, context is this, but one paper they have taken this as a country as well. These are good papers. So what I will do is I will forward these papers as well to all of you. Okay, this is one of, this is again a very good paper. जिसके अंदर it has written, you can write it this way as well. Can you see this paper? Let me increase the font size of it. So what they have done is, just look at this. They have given the serial number, then the authors, then the theory. Look at this. theory. Next, they have talked about the context. Look at this. And then the characteristics or findings. Characteristics ko, they have merged it with findings. Findings and characteristics. They have taken as one thing. And context is again to whom they have given the questionnaire get filled, from which people they have got the questionnaire filled, right? So this is the context. And what is the characteristics? Characteristics may they have put the findings, and methodology they have written it. So this is another way of making a TCCM framework table. This paper, full paper is for the TCCM framework. इसमें अलग भी दिखा सकते हो. You can show it this way as well. This is theoretical underpinning, right? T, C, M. Or C may like this also you can show. This is a good paper. I'll share it with you. So TCCM, this is another way of showing this. Like C is for the findings, they have merged it. You know, there are some things that you can design of your own. Matlab, you are following the TCCM framework, but here you can, like in this paper, what they have done is they have taken the findings part, merged with the characteristics, or a findings dikha di, and country also you can take, right? Context, theory, context, characteristics, country, और इसको merge कर दिया findings और methodologies. I hope this is clear to everyone. Please raise your hands if it is clear to all. Any question? I'll share all these papers with you. Once this lecture is over, so I'll because I've got so many papers on ADO framework and TCCM framework, all these papers, right? So I'll share it with you as well after this. So this is yes.
Ma'am,
Sorry
I have a question.
Hanji.
Ma'am, in these papers, we are not talking about research gaps and limitations and scope of the study. I mean, while we are
Research
analyzing the
gaps
paper,
introduction में. No, इसके अंदर no. Actually, what you are doing right now here is you're doing an SLR, and if a person has done the SLR, even the SLR, yesterday I showed you one paper of mine, जिसके अंदर आपने research gap दिखाया. You remember that? EST पे था, meta analysis पे. So that way you can show because this is an SLR paper, right? So research gap भी, if somebody has talked about the SLR paper already, let's say on impact investing, and somebody has done a work on impact investing, SLR banaya. So if you think the previous paper is not good enough, so you will be mentioning about this previous paper in your research paper, in your paper, and you will say how this paper is different from this previous paper. Now you're talking only about the SLR. You're not talking about the normal paper. You're talking about SLR. So you have to look for the another SLR if it is there in this area. So if it is there, अगर बहुत elaborated है वो paper, already elaborated paper, so you do not need to do the SLR. But if you think you can add some value to it, the previous paper, so you can do the SLR. Otherwise, you won't be going for the SLR paper. Is it clear to all? So the next important aspect is this will be a part of the data analysis. Let me show you this. This is the third part of it. Data analysis part, and this is the third part of your study. That is called as a data analysis, right? Next important aspect is your discussion. Discussion, you will give a brief overview of what you have done in your this part, data analysis part. It is a brief summary. Then comes the, this part is also very, very important. That is the implication of the study. Implication of the study, right? So this part is also very important. And last way, you write the conclusion, right? So this is how you write an SLR paper. Is it clear? Implications may try to write the theoretical and practical implications. There is one paper of my student and she has written a very good implications. Let me show you to this paper that she has made. इसमें देखती हूँ अगर है तो I'll show it to you. Let me show this. She has done a very good work on this. is there. Yes, this is the study implication. Can you see to this? This is on impact investing. So she has written such a beautifully, like policy implications, how policymakers for how it is going to be useful for whom, standardization of legal process and taxation policy like this. So this is an implication of the study. Means, what does it mean? It means who is going to use this paper of yours. So let's say this is a paper on impact investing. So let's say the policymakers is going to be make use of this paper, the SLR paper that we have written, right? So this is called as a practical implication of the study. So you can make a table and you can write this here, the details here as well in words, right? So this is a table and you can write this because I told you this thing, the tables gives more value to your paper because it is more visible, right? So, and so she has written this table. She has made, not only made the table, but she has written this as well. So this is called as a practical implication. What is a theoretical implication? Theoretical implication is which theory is more important for your paper. So that is what is the theoretical implication is. Let me repeat this. Practical implication is who all are going to use this paper of yours. Let's say government policymakers, right? So these are the people who are going to use it. So you have to mention how that comes into the practical implication. What is the theoretical implication? Which theory, a brief overview of the different theories, and then which theory will match with your paper. So that is called as a theoretical underpinning or theoretical implications of the study. So this part is also very, very important, right? And then the conclusion. So let's move on to our next topic of today. That is called as a bibliometric analysis. I hope this is clear to all. I'll take a minute because I have to open my laptop because this is another laptop of mine. So I'll be opening.
Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, you are audible.
Hello?
Anji, ma'am, you are audible.
The tabular formulation, the tabular form of presenting information is along with the paragraph form. So basically, we elaborate in a paragraph form of our conclusion of our practical implication, and then we summarize it in a tabular form.
Yes, we do that.
Okay. Thanks.
Right. So just give me a minute. Let me open my another laptop. So we will be talking about the bibliometric analysis now, right? So what we will be doing is, just give me switch here. मैं इसको बंद करके I'm using my another laptop. Okay, can you hear me, all of you? Let me share my screen. So next topic is the bibliometric analysis. So bibliometric analysis. Is my screen visible to all of you? Am I audible?
You're audible, ma'am, but your screen, no.
नहीं है visible. एक minute. Just give me a minute. Now just have a look at it. Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Hannah visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let's talk about the next topic of today is our bibliometric analysis, right? So this is the topic. Let me increase the font size of this. Okay, so this topic is called as a bibliometric analysis, right? So let me share one paper with you of bibliometric. And this is, let me share my paper off with you. I'm trying to show you first because it will give you an idea how do we write that first, right? So let me give you this paper of mine. Yeah, this is not the full paper. This is includes the research methodology. What I'm trying to show you before even starting the research methodology, before even starting the bibliometric paper, so that I can show you, uh, like these are the diagrams that you get in bibliometric analysis, and these diagrams that is being made by the computer itself, right, by the software itself. So yahan par, which is the software that we will be using is the R software, and R software has a biblioshiny with it, right? So R
Ma'am,
software,
can I ask a question? Sorry, very basic one.
yes.
So, what is the difference, basic difference between SLR and bibliometric analysis?
Yes, this is what I was showing you. Yeah, just wait. This is what I was showing you. Like this is a diagram. This is again with the help of the Scopus database. You are using those the file from the Scopus database that you have got, Excel file. So we are going to make use of that, and with the help of that, this software will make the graphs for you. Look at this. These are the kinds of the graphs. Right, and let me show you. These are the tables, most relevant keywords, thematic evolution. This all is made by the here. What we have to do is in bibliometric, what we have to do is uh, the computer, the software will make the tables for you. The software will make the figures for you. What you have to do is you only have to give an analysis of it. So that is like SLR may. So what you have done is you are doing it, you are doing everything manually. ऐसे ही कर रहे थे ना? What we have done in this, we have written, we like we were reading the abstract, right? And we were the theoretical, when we talking about the theories used. So what you were doing it, you were doing it manually. But what you are doing in bibliometric analysis, the computer itself, the software itself is making this figure. What you have to do is you just have to write this analysis part. That's it. So this is how it is different. Let me show you another diagrams. So this is another diagram. The computer, the software has given you this diagram. So what you have to do, you just have to write the analysis of it. And it is very easy. So, when you can do it even alone. When you are doing bibliometric analysis, it is easy for you to do this alone as well. But when you are doing an SLR, I will always say that you do it with the help of your friends. Like you be in a group of 2 or 3, and then only you do it. So let's start with it without wasting time. So let me tell you. So what you have to type here is Art Studio. This is the basic requirement. This is one way of doing the bibliometric analysis. That is, you use the R Studio. So what I have done is I have used this R Studio. You have to download this R Studio in your laptops. So it has 4.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I
Yes.
just have a basic question. Ma'am, while if we are analyzing some papers by using bibliometric and those with by using SLR, so how the results will vary? I mean, is there any variation or I mean?
Actually, when we are using the SLR, so we are using different models like ADO and TCCM. But when we are doing the bibliometric, we are not doing that. So इसके अंदर यहाँ पर जो options available है उसी के basis you can just see from this only na paper. I've already shown you this paper. So this paper, do you think any diagram or anything is repeated from there? These diagrams are entirely different. This analysis is entirely different from the SLR analysis. But the same file, the same Scopus database file is being used here as well and there as well. So, but the kind of analysis that we do is different from that SLR and this. I hope
So
it is
we
clear.
can do both on the same similar set of papers.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, you can do.
Okay,
Definitely,
okay.
you can do that. कर सकते हैं आप. So let's move without wasting any time. So this is the R Studio. right? So these are the 4 panels of it. यहाँ पे अभी आपको 3 दिखाई दे रहे हैं. Let me show you. Oh, यहाँ पे ये 4 panels है. This is one panel. इसके नीचे होगा. This is one panel. This is one and this is one. So just look at this. So these are the 3 commands that you have to
क्या
write.
बना रही है?
Please switch off your mic, everybody. I request everyone to please switch off their mics, please. Okay. So what you have to do is, these are the 3 commands. Let me show you this. What are the different commands that you have to write in this window? Let me show you. So this is the 3 commands that you have to write. These are the 3 commands, that is install.packages, bibliometrics. Bibliometrics is the software that is used in RStudio, and this will help you to give the analysis of bibliometric analysis. This RStudio may, like, these are the 3 commands. BiblioShiny is the software here. This is the name of the software when we are using the RStudio. So this is the name of the software, and these are the 3 commands. I'll share this file as well with you. So these are the 3 commands. You have to put these 3 commands over here. यहाँ पर आपको put करनी है. Select all these, and there is an option called as run over here. Click onto this. So it will take some time to open this. Okay, so this is a file that is open. Can you see? This is the file that will be opened here, right? So this is a Scopus file of mine. So what I will do is, this is the software that has opened up. So go to data, import or load. Please choose import raw file. Acha, just remember this. You do not have to make any changes in this Scopus database file. You have to use it just like that. Scopus, browse, and then start. So you see here, this is all the information it has picked from the Scopus database file that we have drawn yesterday. So you can save it here and you can close it here. So you can see this is working. You can see the different records out here. जो Scopus database file है, उसके records has been copied over here. Okay, please understand one more thing. This is based on the network. If you have a network issues, like I can see here, it has a network issues. इसमें I think that it is getting a problem. Let me check it here. Let me. एक minute दो मुझे. Just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. मैं इसको वाईफाई पे ये होगा नहीं मुझे लगता. इसमें ना there is a issue with the network. If it is an issue with the network, it will move a little slow. Let me check.
Excuse me, ma'am. Can you send the command in the chat box that
Okay.
this coding of
Just wait.
Biblioshiny that
Just
in our studio?
yes. I'll do that. एक minute दो मुझे. कुछ और ही आ गया. एक minute यार. मेरे को एक मिनट प्लीज दे दो बिकॉज आई हैव टू वर्क ऑन टू दिस इज मोर इम्पोर्टेंट फॉर मी. इसमें ना नेट
Sure.
इश्यूज आ रहे हैं. दे सकती हो. एक मिनट दे दीजिए मुझे. Just give me a minute. आ गया. ओके, आई हैव सेंड. आई डोंट, एक बार देख लो. हाँ, आ गया. फर्स्ट 3 कमांड्स, राइट? नाउ लेट मी चेक दिस. अभी तो इट वाज वर्किंग परफेक्टली फाइन. नाउ इट हैज अ प्रॉब्लम. आई डोंट नो व्हाट. Okay, let me load this data. Scopus, browse. Save and then close. Okay. So now it has come. So let's start with this. So go to overview. So यहाँ से your main information. Net issues आ रहे हैं. Shit यार ये क्या हो रहा है? एक मिनट दो मुझे. No, I think I need to do this. एक मिनट के लिए कर लेते हैं. It is taking a little time. So it always takes time. ये like it takes time, right? But ये अभी चल रहा था. I don't know. Like sometimes it happens, you know. Just give me a minute. It is just working onto this.
Ma'am, it's like we have to
Yes.
download the RStudio and then three
Yes, yes.
command that you have showed
Yes,
before.
yes.
So those three command we have to do copy paste, right? And
Yes.
then we have to follow the instruction.
Yes. Yes. This is the way to work onto this. Yes.
Okay.
It is still doing it.
Okay.
I think it will work now, hopefully. So this is import, browse. Okay, so let's start with this first command. So what is this? First way, you have to go to overview, and this is the main information, right? So you just get this into the table form. So this is one of the main information that is important. Let me show you it into my paper. Okay, where is the paper? Yeah, it is here. Let me show you this. So this is the first important information from this. So how did you get this main information? From the Excel file, right? So total documents used in this file is 295. This is another paper of mine that got published, that is recently published, right? So average year from publication, every citation per document. So what you have to do is, this is the first table in the, this is the first table that you have to make. So just have to write it here. Table to hai hai. So this is one thing that you have got, a table, right? So let me take you here. So this is the table that you have got. You just download this in the form of the Excel file. This, you can get it from this Excel file. So what you will do is open this Excel file and paste this into the paper. So this is the first table that you have to put into your bibliometric analysis paper. So how many book chapters are there? 12. Conference paper 26, articles 243, and total papers are 295. So this is what you have to explain over here. So this is all you have to explain here. Can you see to this? This is the first thing that you have to explain. I'll share it with you. So what is the next thing? Let's move ahead. So this is the first thing. Next is annual scientific production. So see this into the table. This is a plot. This is a table. So you can see 2001 May, how many articles that have been published? 1. 2002 May 4. 3 May this. So you can again download this. यहाँ पर show all कर दें. And you have the Excel file, if you'll download. So this Excel file will get downloaded and you can make use of this table as well. You can see from here, right? This is the table that we have got and you can make use of this table. सबको समझ आ रहा है ना? Are you able to understand this? PhD thesis के लिए bibliometric study के लिए Excel sheet, the same way that we did yesterday, Siddharth ji. The way we did yesterday, Scopus database पे, you go to the Scopus database, and the way this is the yesterday file only. जो Scopus database file है, that is the yesterday file that I have told you how to get it. The same way that we have got the file from the SLR. Same SLR file I'm using right now. Right, so this is another thing. Next is ye field, 3-field plot. This I really like this. There is another option that is called as a 3-field plot. Isme, what are the different 3 fields you want? Let's say I want the country of the authors. So let me show you what exactly it will make. This. Let me take you to my paper. This is a 3-field plot. Let me take you to that. This is a thematic evolution, 3-field plot. Let me take you to this. Here. So इसमें what we have done is, let me increase the, मैं download ही कर लेती हूँ. 1 minute, just give me a minute. Let me download this paper and then I'll show you it in a better manner. So this is my paper that got published. This is a 3-field plot that we have made. This is one. Okay, so let me increase the font size of this. So what we have done is here, this is a 3-field plot, means this is the author's country. This is the keywords here. No, sorry. This is the keywords here in the center, and this is the name of the journals. Right. So let me tell you, let me take you there as well. Look at this. So what we have done is, यहाँ पे you have to decide कि what are the three field plot में you have to decide which 3 things you want to compare. So in this example, I have compared author's name of the author, the keyword, and the author's country. So यहाँ पर, but in this paper of mine, what I have done is I have compared the journal name. This is the keyword and this is the author's country. So what you have to do, the analysis, you just have to write the analysis. The diagram has been made by the computer or the software, but you have to write the analysis. So what you will do is, you will see which one block is broader or the lengthier. So you can see from here the China, are you able to see this diagram clearly, or should I increase? Let me increase the font size. So you can see from here, this China is the longest, right? So you will write about this, and sales is the keyword. Sales is the most important keyword. And what is the main journal? That is Journal of Retailing and Consumer Services. So this is how you have to describe here. Look at this. I want you to read this, please. Each one of you, please read this. So what it is written, 3-field plot consisting of country, keyword, and journal names. And topic of the study is this. First column denotes the country with the highest number of author affiliation. Second is the keyword. Third is this. And findings indicate, ye pad rahe hain line. Finding indicates that China has devoted greater attention to the subject of the omni-channel retailing. So my topic onto this was omni-channel retailing. So yahan par what I have written, let me put it in red. So the findings indicate that China has devoted greater attention to the subject of omni-channel retailing, with the United States following closely behind, subsequently followed by India and United Kingdom. So this is the how you will write the analysis of this. सबसे longest is China, then USA, then comes India and United Kingdom, and Australia. So you have to write like this. Again, if you have to talk about the keyword, so which is the most important keyword is the sales. Then comes the electronic commerce, omni-channel retailing. Like this, you have to write, and this is the journal. So this is what you have to write. This is very simple. Are you finding it easy? Please raise your hand if it is easy. It looks okay for you all. और सबको समझ भी आ रहा है ना? Are you able to understand this all? Okay. So let's move to the another thing. So next move to the sources. So first, let's talk about the most relevant sources. This is a play button. So you click onto this and you get the name of the journals. You can see this into table as well. So you can see which is the most important journal for this topic: business strategy and environment, 10 articles, journal of sustainable finance and investment. So like this. So if you want to download this, you click onto this Excel and you will be able to download this, the whole of this, right? So, I'm showing only the important things to all of you. So this is another aspect, that is source local impact. Click onto this. You can get it into the table as well. Look at this. This is also a very important and an interesting table. So that talks about the journal with the H index, G index, E index होते हैं. This is for the journals, right? Total citation for this topic. Total citation for this topic related to business strategy and environment. What I'm telling you, let me repeat this again. What I'm telling you is how the number of papers that has been written on this particular topic into this journal, business strategy and the environment, total citation for that is 180. That is 180. ये समझ आया है? NP is the number of publications. This is the number of publications, and this is the total citation for this number of publication. 10 papers for this particular topic, sustainable finance topic. There is net total number of publication is 10, and the total number of citation is 180 for this particular journal. Matlab 10 papers has been published with respect to sustainable finance into this journal, and the total citations from this is 180. So what you can do is you can take out this table, you can click onto the Excel here, and you will get this table. Let me show you this table as well. This is opening up. Just wait for a minute. So this is for the 10 records. You have got this, and you can put this again into your paper, and you can write this, the analysis of it. Now, I think somebody asked me a question: what is the difference between SLR and bibliometric? I think you can now very well see the difference between the SLR and bibliometric. So what you have to do in bibliometric, the tables are generated with the help of the software. Tables or figures are generated with the help of a software. You only have to write the analysis. I hope it is
Excuse me,
getting.
ma'am, there is a
Yes.
question.
Yes.
And can we write bibliometric analysis in the literature review of thesis?
Yes, you can do that. Actually, what you have to do is you have to objective. You can make one of the objective, na? Like I told you, SLR and bibliometric ka ek objective you can make. You can make one
Right, ma'am.
objective.
Right.
Next is, let's move on to the authors, most relevant authors who has worked onto this topic. So click onto this, try to get it into a table. So these are the authors who have written most onto this topic. And if you want, this is showing 10 rows, but you can show all, and you can get this into Excel file. So you download me, you can go and see the Excel file as well. Right? So this is not, others are not important. Let me authors mein aur kya tha, let me see to this. Most cited countries. Yes, this is important here. So you just click on this run button and you will see here, this is the Germany. वो दो, this paper is different. Please remember, ये जो paper मैं आपको word file में दिखा रही हूँ, this is a different paper. This statistics, don't confuse that we have talked about China. So this paper is entirely different. This is on omni-channel retailing, and this paper that I'm showing you is on sustainable finance. So there is a difference in the country, right? So which is the most important country? So Germany, Hong Kong, Canada, like this, and this is the total citation, and this is average article citation. So this is another table that you can put into your this thing paper. You just have to write this, right? The analysis part of it. Next is go to the documents, most global cited documents. Click onto this play button. Put this into the table. So you will get this. This is again a good table. Cited document, right? So this is the document. This is the paper, right? This is the DOI of the paper, total citation of this paper, total citation per year, normalized TC. This is their words. If you want to see what is a normalized TC, this is journal normalized citation impact of a single publication is the ratio of actual number of citing items to the average citing. This is about the average nikal ke they find out some kind of average and then they find out this. So you just have to do the analysis, take this table out. If you download this Excel, so you'll get this Excel, and from this Excel you can put this into your paper and can write about this as well, right? So next here, this is also very important, most frequent words. Ye to, I think you will also like this. Let me show you this table mein, which is the most important word that has been used. Sustainable development has been used 9 times, climate change 7, economics. So this is again a good table that you can make into your paper. This is word cloud.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Can we make a thematic graph from this as well?
It will be there.
Yeah, the same. Yeah, obviously.
This is a word cloud, yes.
Yeah, this is a word cloud.
So what is the most dominating word is sustainable development, and that has occurred a number of times. This is also very good. I always love this. So you can make this figure as well.
Ma'am, kindly say once again how you got the word cloud.
Word cloud documents mein, you go into documents and there is a word, yahan par you can see word cloud here. There is an option called as word cloud. Okay?
And
so this
tree maps.
Wo,
How to make tree maps?
yes, it is almost similar, but it is not very important.
Okay.
This is good.
Yeah, it is there. Yeah,
because
it is there.
actually, let me tell you one thing. We do not need to make all of them. Like, look at this. We have not, the only important parts that we have to make use of. Next is the clustering. No, 1 minute. This is important now. Thematic map, co-occurrence network, thematic map now. Let's move to the thematic map. If it comes, let me check it here. Okay. So this is also important. Let me show you, let me take you to my paper onto this. So this is what it is. Thematic map. Isme na, this is divided into 4 parts. This. You can see from here, this whole diagram, this is divided into 4 parts. This is called as niche themes, emerging themes, basic themes, or motor themes. You can see now, it is written here only. So motor themes, what you have to write, look at this. Let me take you here. This is first quadrant. Look at this. Motor themes are what? Let me just read it, all of you. The themes situated in the upper right quadrant, which exhibits high level of centrality and density, are commonly referred to as motor themes. These themes hold significant importance and have been thoroughly developed. So this is how you have to write. So first of all, look at this. Again, I'm saying the same word of mine. So what I'm saying is the software is making the diagram for you. What you have to do, you just have to write the analysis part.
Ma'am, a question, please. Ma'am, I can
Yes.
see that you have not referred any authored out here. Author, I mean, generally we do that this person says that this is the meaning of this kind of thing. We typically pick up
यहाँ पर
some
नहीं
past
होगा. It
reference.
will not be there. आप डालना चाहते हैं तो
But
you
let's
can do
say,
it. हाँ, आप डालना चाहते हैं. I'm not
अब
denying.
आपका,
I'm not denying
so
that.
आपको quote करेंगे, we can pick up from your paper and
Yes.
quote you or refer
बिल्कुल
your
yes.
paper.
Yes, yes, sure you can do
Okay.
that. बिल्कुल
Okay.
करना भी चाहिए
Okay.
यार. So
Thank you. Okay.
actually, let me tell you a story behind this, but otherwise it will take a little time. You know, this is the first paper of mine that has been written by me on bibliometric analysis. You know, I have no idea or clue how to write a bibliometric. So somebody asked me, would you be able to collaborate onto this bibliometric? I said yes, because I never say no to people, most of them. So, you know, you won't believe. So he has given me 2 papers to see how they have written. And with the help of those people, I have written my paper. So this is my first paper on bibliometric analysis. Maybe this is why you can see there are some problems. That is a very good point that you have referred. So obviously you can refer to my paper as well, right? So you must do that. So next quadrant mein niche themes hai. Next important aspect is the niche themes. These themes significant development, however, they appear to be disconnected from one another. So this is, you know, first of all, you write about this, all the 4 quadrant, exactly does it mean? And then you write what are the different themes that is there in the different quadrants. Motor themes mein, what are the different keywords? It is showing sustainable development is used 9 times, climate change 7 times, investment 5. So you have to write about this all. So this is what I have done in my paper as well. So first of all, what I have done, I have mentioned all the quadrants. इसमें थोड़ा सा और elaborate किया मैंने. Let me show you this. So look at this. एक quadrant को उठा लेते हैं and then we can see. In quadrant 1, the theme includes business channel integration. So we are writing the names of the themes. These themes are significant and well developed. So this is how you have to write about this. Are you able to understand? Please raise your hands if you are able to understand. Yes.
मैम आप ये वाला पेपर शेयर करोगे?
हाँ, sure, I'll do that.
Okay. Okay.
ये ना actually what happened is like this is not a full paper, but I'll share this half paper only with you because this is published. I'll share the link also. मैं आपको बता भी दूंगी कहाँ publish हुआ है क्या हुआ है. I'll share it with Anand sir and he'll share it with you, right? So I'll share this paper with you.
हाँ जी.
So this is the next important table. So thematic evolution is also okay. नहीं, ये table. एक minute, let me. There is one more. Let me check.
Ma'am, Lotka's law is not important. Lotka's and Piff's law.
हाँ. हाँ,
इसमें एक
everything.
Lotka's law.
हाँ, हो सकता. Actually, I think because of the shortage of time, yes, we can do that as well. But I think because of the shortage of time, वो पता नहीं
हाँ
हो
जी,
भी पाएगा या नहीं. Right? So
Okay.
let's, yeah. And actually, there is another software as well that is called as the WOSWare. और भी बहुत सारे software हैं that does the bibliometric analysis. अब बहुत सारे हैं. Atlantis, I think, एक software. So you can make use of those different software as well. Maybe there is something that is not there in here, and that is there in another software. So you can make use of another software. Let me write the name of the software. One software that you can make use of is WOSWare. This is also a good software, right? and other software are also there who can do which can do the bibliometric analysis. So this is one software I'm using is Biblioshiny using the RStudio, right? So this is another figure that you can use in your table, in your paper. So what they have done is like different colors. So these words, the red ones, they're connected themselves. This is another zone, or this is another thing that is being connected. This is another that is being there. And this is like, let me show you into my paper. So what I have done is here, okay, so look at this. They have different colors, you know. So the third cluster concentrate on supply chain through 12 items and from this much publication. So you can see from here, like, so you have to mention about all those keywords that has been used into this cluster, right? So matlab different clusters may your paper has been divided. Like this is another cluster that is on digital transformation, right? So this is another clusters. So this is also, you can make it jointly and you can make it others single as well, right? So this is another diagram that you can make. This is what I really like, this diagram. Let me show you this. This is thematic evolution. Let me see. Okay, so यहाँ पर we have to, okay, this is author's keyword. This is again an interesting diagram. So let's divide it into two cutting points and let's see. Okay, so this is another important diagram. So this is during the different time periods. This is during the different time periods. Let me take you to this, to my paper. This is in the different time periods, right? So what you have to do, you have to do the analysis of this diagram. So how will you do that? Like you have to see, uh, you have to mention about these time periods first: 2014 to 2019, 20 to 21, 22 to 22, 23 to 23. So 4 time slices may it has divided. So in stage 1, so how do you write about this? In stage 1, this is from this, the important keywords include, what are the important keywords that is included into this first stage? So you have to mention this. Then in second stage, what are the different important keywords? In third stage, what are the different important keywords? And in the last stage, what is the important keywords? So this is how you write. Then you have to see, is there any keyword that is common in all? Is there any keyword that is common in 2 or common in 3? That also you have to mention. Like, let me show you this. The most important keyword in all the 4 stages includes the channel integration here. So we can see from here, you can see this is the word channel integration into this time zone. This again, it is there in channel integration in this time zone. Here also it is there. Again in this, it is there. So what I have written is, what is the common word that is there or the keyword in all the stages, right? So this is how you have to write about this. So that's all from my side. So you can, you can use different software and you can make different tables as well. So I'll share with you the different papers for the bibliometric analysis as well. I will share this with Bholanath sir, the different papers, right? And this is how you can write the bibliometric analysis, a paper on bibliometric analysis, right?
Ma'am,
So, Hanji.
ma'am, what is the meaning of coupling, ma'am? So I heard this word somewhere.
Coupling is like, I don't know. मुझे नहीं पता, to be very honest.
No, bibliography coupling, I heard it. Okay,
May
fine.
I?
I'm not aware
May
of
I?
it. हाँ जी बता दीजिए.
Coupling stands for when how two authors or two
अच्छा,
parameters are
okay,
linked
yes,
to
yes,
each
yes,
other.
yes,
हम
okay.
decide करते हैं bibliographic coupling में कि are we considering pairs of keywords or pairs of authors or pairs of countries.
So this is what we have
so-
exactly done in everything, ये thematic evolution and all that. So अच्छा, this is called as coupling. Okay. ठीक है. Any other question? Any other query?
Ma'am, I have a query, ma'am. Ma'am,
Yes.
since you have shown that we have so many things to do, but how do we decide that for our literature? I mean, what are the things that are going to work?
So yes. Actually, you look at different papers, right? And you look at the important things. Like if you see to these graphs that I have made, so don't you think it is good enough? So this works with every paper, almost every paper. So just try to do this. And I have some other papers in this file as well. I can share this with you, and you can like then decide.
The
And
one which you have written is very
yes,
lucid, actually, ma'am.
it is
It's written. It's very lucid. It's written in a very simple language, and it's very easy to understand. Or maybe you are
Yes.
the one who has written it, and you are showing your own paper. That's why the understanding is little better, I guess.
Maybe
Even
yes.
that could be a reason.
Yes. That is why I feel.
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
this our studio, just we have to Google it and we can download it, ma'am, directly, or we have to
Yes,
buy
you
it?
can down. No, you. This
Okay,
is a free software. This is
okay.
a very powerful and a
Ma'am,
useful
which
software
version
that
of
is.
our studio? Which
वो
version of
नहीं
this?
let me tell you. This is a free and open software. Anybody can download it, and whenever you download it, you get the latest version. You don't need to look for the version. It will give you a latest version only.
Okay, and after that we
तभी
need
तो
to give
like
that command that you have given, and this will
yes.
download the
Yes.
BiblioShiny.
You know, I got stuck here right now, है ना? It is because it was asking for the updates to be done. Like mine must be old version, but it did not move, right? Because it has it up मतलब इसने
It
सबसे
needs
पहले
to be
इसको
completely the latest one.
हाँ, the latest one. So it downloaded the latest versions, and then only I was able to work onto this. So ये अपने आप से it is inbuilt. It does it of its own because it's a free software. And you know the power. What is interesting about this software is, like you can also, if let's say if you want to make some program, and if you upload this program into its libraries, so this will be visible to everyone in this world, and that will be made use of in this software as well. Like if let's say if there is no software that is to there is a software that is required, like Excel file you want to download, let's say it is not there, it is there, but let's say if it is not there and you write some command for this, and this will command will be goes into inbuilt library, and this will be visible to everyone in this world. So this is the beautiful feature of this R software. It is free of cost, and it is a very powerful software. The people around the world is actually using the R software for analysis.
Ma'am, I have a question.
Hanji.
Can we do bibliometric analysis on e-government reports?
Anything you
government
can,
reports
yes,
available
you
online?
can. Look, you can do it. You are talking about, acha, there is a reports, not the this thing. We need
No,
to
not papers. Government
I have
reports.
understood.
Government reports on some policies or something.
Yes, you can do that. Yes, you can do. But you need to check that out because, you know, it takes either the scopus. Have you seen this when we are working onto this? यहाँ पर जब हम add करते हैं data, you remember?
Right.
So it takes this database files. So you
Right.
have to see
Is it
whether it will
CSV
take.
file it will take or Excel files?
No, actually जो download हुई है ना file आपकी,
CSV file.
हाँ तो वही लेगा ये.
So
Or
ma'am, in which
don't have
category
to make any
Web of
changes
Science
into it.
में we have WebText files.
जो भी file download, whatever file you are going to download from Web of Science, it is going to take that. And that is why it
Ma'am.
is written over here, na, Web of Science Scopus Dimension. So these must be different software. So don't मतलब उसमें कोई don't make any changes into the file. Use the file as it is.
Okay.
आप record को
Ma'am, it
delete
is
कर
mentioned
सकते हो
on the
पूरा.
top tab. Import raw file. Maybe
Yes.
that has options. Yeah.
Yeah.
So in which category under
But
this
do it like
this
this. No,
government
this is
government
load
report will
bibliometrics.
fall?
Use a sample
Haji?
collection. No, what you are saying? Please speak again.
In which category these government reports will fall in under this database?
We need to check that out.
अच्छा, okay,
वो
okay.
करना पड़ेगा. Yes.
अच्छा, ठीक है, okay. fine.
Maybe we need to check that out.
Maybe in
Yes.
published media.
I don't know. It is there.
Yeah,
We
it
need
is
to
there.
check that out. Yes. PubMed I think is an open library. ये भी शायद वो है database I
Published
think.
media.
PubMed.
Yeah.
You need to check this out.
I'll search for it. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
definitely.
Thank you.
Anything else? Otherwise, is it clear to all?
Ma'am, I have one query.
Yes, ma'am, but I request you to send the video of yesterday as well as today's,
So,
since I didn't receive it yesterday.
It will.
It
I
was
think
shared by
Bholanat
sir.
sir has been already shared that. I feel.
Yes,
It
yes.
is already
YouTube
shared.
link he has shared.
I have not received.
No, ma'am, we didn't
It's there
receive
on
it.
the WhatsApp
What-
as
It's a
a
YouTube video.
I'm
Ekta
not
ji,
part
it's
of.
there.
I'm not part of WhatsApp group. Only in email. So
Ma'am, I have
Why
a
you are not
request.
a part of the WhatsApp group?
I don't know
Uh,
why I have not received a link. Probably I was late registered or something.
Me too, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. If
I
you
don't
are
know
what you
part
can
of
do is just
1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Just I have a small request. Those who have not received the link, the video link of yesterday's session, kindly send me one email. Just knock me, send the link. I'll send personally link. Otherwise, it was posted in WhatsApp group, and once
Yes.
again, I'll send the link to all the participants through email as well. Once
Okay,
the
okay.
today's session is also uploaded in YouTube.
Sure,
Thank you.
sure, sure.
Thank you.
Thank
Sir,
you. Thank you, sir.
sir, one more request, sir. Whatever ma'am is sharing all the Word documents, Excel, whatever it is, or PDF files. So request you to kindly send it through mail, sir.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Yes,
Yesterday,
ma'am.
ma'am sent to me few files which I posted in WhatsApp group.
Yes,
I
sir.
think some of the participants are not part of it. So what I'll do, because those are huge no files, sending through email will be difficult to all the people. I'll request kindly WhatsApp me. Okay, in my number. I'll just type it in the comment box. You just put there that I need the material, and I'll forward it because already it is there in the WhatsApp group.
Yes, sir, it is
Sir,
there.
if
But
you don't mind, excuse
yeah.
me, sir. If you don't mind, can you add us also in the WhatsApp group, because as Madam said, SLR we have to form 2-3 members. So this group will helpful to form that team. Also, we will for future also we will be working with SLR and bibliometric analysis together.
Okay, ma'am.
Sure.
Done.
Okay.
I'll add you. Then in that case, what I'll request,
Mm.
you just send me the WhatsApp. I'll type my number
Okay.
and I'll keep writing. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Shalini
Thanks.
ma'am, there is a query,
Yes.
which is a common query, I guess, earlier also someone has
Yes.
asked. If we don't have Scopus or Web of Science access to through our institute, how can we get what is the other way out, ma'am?
Deepika ji, what I feel personally is when you are writing a paper, right? Try to make a friend who has an access. So this
Okay.
is all I can say. Or you can take the help of the people. Like you can always take the help of me as well. You need
Okay.
these are the keywords and you need the papers. So definitely this kind of help anybody can do. And one more thing is there. I don't know. I was doing my PhD. It is way back in 2000. Late. I remember. No, I was working at IMS Ghaziabad way back. So what I did was I visited the MDI Gurgaon library. They give you they give you an access to it, and they charge some amount, and there you can use that. So that is,
There means you have to be in the campus or outside the campus
I
as
think
well. You'll
online
be.
also they allow you to do that. Or you can take
Oh,
the
is
help
it?
of yes, you can take the help of somebody as well. Like you can always approach me and ask me for this and try. मेरा तो सबसे अच्छा important thing रहेगा कि like you be in a group of those people who have an access to this. So that is the best way. This is what I
हाँ जी।
can say.
अच्छा मैम, एक और चीज मैंने मेरी एक फ्रेंड ने उसने किया था कि इफ यू बिकम अ रिव्यूअर टू एल्सेवियर जर्नल्स देन दे गिव यू एक्सेस ऑफ स्कोपस फॉर अ मंथ।
Okay.
I think that is how they reward the reviewers.
Okay. Scopus database का.
हाँ जी,
अच्छा,
हाँ
that's
जी।
great.
Yes.
Yes, so that is also very interesting.
ऐसा कुछ वेब ऑफ साइंस के लिए इफ यू कम अक्रॉस कि इफ वी बिकॉज वी आर ऑल्सो मैंने भी कई सारे रिव्यू किए हैं तो बट इट वाज नॉट एल्सेवियर सो इसी के लिए शायद आई डिड नॉट गेट दैट so because Springer Sage they don't offer this, it's only Elsevier who offers and Scopus being an Elsevier's part तो Scopus का हो जाता है पर Web of Science का भी अगर if you come across something like this ma'am can you please share with us?
Sure, I'll do that.
Yes, okay. ठीक है मैम तो अभी के लिए maybe I'll come up with my set of keywords so that
Yeah. Sure.
Scopus वाला analyze results वाला ma'am it will be a help to me.
Yes, yes, you can do that.
Ma'am,
Can you please switch off? Yes. Yes, please speak.
If we are having literature of our thesis part and I'm doing a bibliometric or SLR on that literature and get it published, so can I use that same in my thesis or will it be
बिल्कुल you can use it.
It will not come under plagiarism, ma'am.
Actually what happened वो तो फिर सारी objective होंगे. Like actually in our, like I'm from Chandigarh University, so you know the student has to publish around 3 papers, 3 Scopus paper, right? So every student has to publish around 3 papers. So all the papers, they become part of the thesis. So all of them are plagiarized. So that plagiarism is allowed in our university. So this is how the rule is. So it must be there in your university as well, I feel.
Okay, ma'am, I get it.
Yes. Anything else? Anything else? So I hope you enjoyed the session, all of you. Sure. Nice.
Ma'am, it was excellent.
Yes, thank you, ma'am.
It was
Thank you.
excellent, ma'am.
Please add us to the group. Then Kiran ma'am will look forward to seeing your
Excuse me,
invitation for
Sure, ma'am.
collaboration.
I have one small announcement to make. See, listen, this WhatsApp group, generally all the WhatsApp groups we make, that is program specific group, right? So once the program is done, we don't keep the group because every month we have 2 programs. In that case, it will be very difficult to manage at this end. So what I'll request, okay, Shalini ma'am to send your number, personal number, and those who are interested can be directly in touch with ma'am.
Sir, what I can do
I think
is
that would be the
like
best way.
मुझे क्या लग रहा है कि मैं एक अपना SLR का if you want जैसे और भी हैं तो SLR का एक ग्रुप भी बना सकती हूँ, and if any student is interested they can always talk and communicate with me.
Yes. Ma'am, please kindly continue. I think that
sir,
would be the
thanks,
best. Because no, we have too many groups
I
no,
understand.
at my
I
end.
understand. मैं समझ सकती हूँ बिल्कुल sir. Sure.
Right.
We can do that.
Yes.
Fine.
Yeah.
So make me the admin as well into this. So that is how I can make that group.
You can
Yes.
take over this group, this existing group, ma'am.
हाँ
and
ये भी कर
then,
सकते हैं.
those
Yes,
people
yes,
who want to
I can.
leave,
Yes,
yeah,
I can.
so those people who want to leave.
Sure.
Sir, please note that to most of us, the WhatsApp group link was not sent in the first place.
Yeah, even I have not received. Yeah.
We never
No,
knew a group existed until now.
Lakshmi
Listen.
ma'am, I think the group
Yeah.
links were there in the Google form if I'm not wrong.
No, it was there. It is
Yes,
there. The
it was there.
link is there in the Google form itself, and through that only all no, participants they have joined. There is no different link shared to anyone.
Yes.
I think you might have missed it. Doesn't matter. We can again do that. No problem.
Yes. Okay. So thank you very much.
Okay, done.
Yeah, I think thank you very much and bye for now. Okay.
Right. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Thank you.
you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.